What if I told you that you could tap into a massive YouTube gold rush, earning thousands of dollars a month, all without ever having to show your face on camera? It's one of the biggest opportunities online right now, and today we're going to break down exactly how you can do it. Let's get into it. So, this is the big question, right? Can you really pull in thousands a month from YouTube without being on camera? And the answer isn't just a simple yes. It's that the path to get there is actually clearer and, believe it or not, easier than it has ever been. So, what exactly is a faceless channel? Well, it's a simple but pretty powerful idea. You, the creator, you're not the star of the show anymore. Instead, the content is the star. It doesn't matter if it's through a sharp voiceover, cool animations, or even AI-generated visuals. The entire focus is on the value and the story you're telling. Okay, so where do you even start? Let's kick things off with our first category, creative niches. These are ideas that tap into super passionate audiences and, you guessed it, are already proving to be incredibly profitable. First up, we've got a niche that is pure nostalgia fuel, cartoon facts. I mean, the audience is already there. It's basically everyone who grew up watching cartoons. They're hungry for those behind-the-scenes secrets and little details they missed. And here's the best part for creators, the research and the script writing. You can pretty much automate most of it with AI, which makes pumping out content way faster. Sticking with that nostalgia theme, here's another really clever angle, vintage lifestyles. There's this one channel that just focuses on American life back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's a total trip down memory lane. But the real genius here isn't just the topic. It's that it's country-specific. And that's a model you could take and apply to almost any country out there. Okay, but this is where the strategy really kicks in. See, the niche idea itself, that's only half the story. The real key, the secret to unlocking way bigger paydays, lies in who is watching your videos. The location of your audience, well, it changes absolutely everything. And this slide right here says it all. Just look at this. You've got two channels, both doing the exact same thing, movie news. One targets an audience in India and makes about $800 a month. The other one targets a US audience and clears over $8,000 a month. That is a 10 times jump for doing the same kind of work. So what gives? Why the huge difference? Well, it all comes down to one crucial little thing. And that little thing is called RPM, which stands for revenue per mil. Basically, it's what advertisers are willing to pay for every 1,000 views your video gets. And here's the deal. Advertisers will pay a huge premium to get in front of audiences in places like the US, Australia, and Western Europe. Targeting these countries is the single biggest lever you can pull to crank up your earnings. It's a total game changer. So if targeting high-paying audiences is the name of the game, what kind of topics do they naturally gravitate towards? Well, that brings us to our next section, evergreen and educational niches. These things are basically magnets for high-value advertisers. This slide just perfectly lays out the potential. So on the one hand, you've got book summaries. They're always in demand, they fall under the education category, and they command a really solid RPM of around $4. But then you have finance explainers. This is a whole different league. We're talking RPMs that can shoot up to $15 or even more. The reason's simple. The people watching aren't just casually browsing. They are actively looking for financial help, and advertisers will pay top dollar to reach them. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The creator of our source material, a guy named Tube Sensei, he puts it bluntly, finance is one of the absolute best niches on YouTube. The key, he says, is volume. If you can consistently create content in that space, the sky is the limit, financially speaking. Okay, now let's start connecting the dots. How do you take one of these high RPM niches and produce content at scale without totally burning yourself out? This, my friends, is where we get into the automation play. Using AI to create an income stream that's almost completely hands-off. And this channel is the perfect case study. It's called Senior Men's Health, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant because it targets what's known as an insecurity niche. The audience is older, they have more money to spend, and they are actively looking for solutions to their problems. That makes them incredibly valuable to both advertisers and affiliate marketers. And this slide breaks down the whole workflow, which is pretty much entirely automated. It's a four-step process. First, you find that niche. Second, you let AI write the scripts for you. Third, another AI creates a super realistic avatar and a voiceover. And finally, automated tools slap on all the relevant footage and subtitles. You are literally building a content machine. And the result from this one single automated channel? over $4,000 a month. That's a powerful, passive income stream built entirely on this AI-powered system. But here's the real kicker. Once you have a formula that works, you just do it again. The person who owns this channel doesn't just have one, they run 3 similar automated channels. They're basically tripling their income just by rinsing and repeating the same proven process. It's all about scale. All right, to wrap things up, let's look at 3 bonus ideas. And these aren't just niches, these are what I'd call mega niches. They're pulling in millions of views and some truly mind-blowing revenue. First up, extinct animals. This taps into this deep, universal sense of curiosity that we all have. One channel uses AI to generate clips of what these creatures might have looked like, and it's pulling in over 3 million views a month. The estimated earnings from that? Over $30,000 every single month. Next up, the space race. I mean, this topic has a literally endless supply of content and a massive hungry audience. Channels in this space are getting over 9 million views a month. You know what that translates to? An estimated $45,000 a month, just for talking about the latest rocket launches and discoveries. And finally, the most surprising and maybe the wildest niche of them all, AI-generated history. Now get this, there's no voiceover, there's no script, it's just AI-generated movie-style clips that create this weirdly hypnotic, almost ASMR-like experience, and its performance is just unbelievable. It gets over 16 million views a month, earning an absolutely staggering $60,000 minimum. So there you have it. The formula is crystal clear. You combine a smart niche with a high RPM audience, and you power the whole thing with AI. The tools are there for you, the barrier to entry has pretty much vanished, and the earning potential is higher than it has ever been. So really, the only question left is, what kind of channel are you going to start?